Hello, welcome to English 102. This is an online course, which means you never have to come to campus unless you want to. I'm going to give you a quick overview of how to navigate our course. Canvas is very easy to use. Things are very straightforward, but just so that you know where to look each week and when to look each week. My advice is that you check our site at least every other day. I realize that given work schedules and things like that, uh, you might not be able to work on this class every single day, but it will be difficult if you get in the habit of, say, waiting until Friday to do all of the work for the week. Um, uh, because our class begins on a Saturday, our weeks will begin on Saturdays. So new information will be posted every Saturday morning. All assignments are due by the end of the day, the Friday of that week. So for example, this week we're beginning on January 16th, and your assignments for this week are due by 11:59 p.m. on January 22nd. So again, don't wait until January 22nd to start doing the work, because there's actually kind of a lot of work involved, even though it looks like there's only two discussion assignments. So I'm just going to talk quickly about the navigation. Very easy to use. This is the home page here. It's the first page when you log in and you click on the course. You'll land here. And then this is our navigation menu over here. So each week you should check the announcements. You'll notice that there are already two of them for you to read. The first one talks about the course in general, and the second one talks about this week and what to expect this week. I do need to know from you whether or not you have access to Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. Because one of the requirements for this course is to read movies, which I think is pretty fun. But if you have trouble accessing these particular accounts where the stuff that I want you to watch is available, then talk to me so that I can help you and we can figure out what we can do, because I don't want that affecting your grade or causing any problems for you. So please make sure that you respond to the announcement for the week. All right, modules is where you will find the course content. It's looking pretty barren right now, but I will be changing that over the course of the next couple of days. Lots of things will be added to these modules. To get started, you need to go to course documents. This is where you'll find the syllabus, and you should download it, print it, read it very carefully. It explains all of the expectations for the course, the requirements that you need in the way of textbooks, and computer software, etc. What you can kind of get to know what my attitude about education is, and what I expect from you. The grade breakdown is provided here, as well as kind of an in-depth discussion of the assignments themselves, and then a few other college policies, as well as my office hours. Make a note, you don't need an appointment to come and visit me during these times. You can just drop by, or if you don't want to come to campus, you can give me a call. I will be checking email frequently, but I always ask for at least 24 hours in order to reply. So please don't hesitate to email me if you have questions or concerns, or just give me a call. But if you call, make sure it's my office hours if you actually want to talk to me, because if it's not, I won't be in the office and I won't get your phone call. Okay, so in addition to the syllabus, you want to also print and read the 102 grading standards. This talks about my criteria, what I'm looking at when I'm grading both major writing assignments and the discussion forums. Okay, so that's important. You need to know that. Each week, a new page is going to appear. I call it a task page because it outlines what you need to do for the week. So for week 1, we're just getting started. I want to orient you to this concept of post-humanism. So you'll notice it's very clear here. Your tasks for the week are to read links. Whether it's to files or to discussion forums, will always be orange just to make them more visible to you. And you can click the link and it will let you download the file, or if you click this little paper with the magnifying glass, it's going to let you look at the PDF right here in Canvas, and you don't have to download it at all. So whatever your preference is there. After you read, you want to visit the discussion forum and answer the questions that are there. Now, I'll take you to the discussion forum in just a second, but I want to emphasize that with these task sheets, it's very important that you scroll all the way down. Sometimes they will be quite long, and you'll notice that it's long just because there are several videos that I want you to watch. And I do list things in the order that I would like you to do them, although I'm not there to watch you, so you can kind of do whatever you want, but doing it in the order that I've set it up, it's meant to build toward something. So if you follow the order, then things will make sense. So I want you to get started after you've visited the discussion forum, thinking about humanity a little bit more deeply. And so there are some texts here to kind of get your thoughts flowing. Because we're dealing with this concept of post-humanism, we have to understand what humanism is and was. So there's just some background information on Renaissance humanism and how we've transitioned into this period of post-humanism in which we live now. And at the bottom, I mean, my lectures will always be labeled lecture. If it's not labeled lecture, then it's just a YouTube video that I really want you to watch because I'm going to talk about it in my lecture. So it's important to look at everything that I'm giving you and try not to just skip over things because what I'm talking about in this lecture won't make as much sense to you if you haven't watched the preceding videos. So again, because I haven't said it enough, make sure you scroll all the way down to the bottom because you'll notice that there are more instructions. So after you have considered the content of these videos and the content of my lecture, I encourage you to revisit the first discussion forum, look at what your classmates have written, and think about adding to your initial response. What are you thinking about now that you have kind of considered these tenets of transhumanism and posthumanism? And what kind of questions are you interested in pursuing over the course of the semester? So you want to start thinking about possible topics for the research project, which is worth 50% of your final grade. So this first week we're getting oriented, but we're also going to start working on this major project. All right, finally, you want to make sure that you visit the second discussion forum, how is a grade made? Because one of the aspects of this course will be for you to evaluate and grade yourselves. It's important that you have clear criteria. So I just want to initiate a dialogue about grades, what they mean, and what do you think needs to be involved in earning them. Okay, so even though you can link directly to the assignment from these orange links on the task sheet, I'm going to take us there from the navigation bar just because I want to talk generally about what to expect if you decide to navigate this way. So this is our discussion forum, and each discussion will be clearly labeled. Canvas lists them according to recent activity, so the newest one will always be posted at the top. This discussion, the Q&A forum, is for when you have general questions about a writing project or you need clarification about something that was said in a lecture or something's not working, maybe one of the lecture videos is malfunctioning or YouTube took it down or something like that. So this is where you would go to pose those questions. I think the discussion forums are pretty easy to use, so I don't want to spend too much time on them, but you should respond to all of the things that I'm asking for, and you should make it a habit to visit the discussion forums at least every other day. I know it's hard to do it every single day, and I don't really expect that, but If you were only logging in once a week and doing all of the work in one day, you're going to fail at having a conversation. And the purpose of the discussions forum is, surprise, surprise, to have discussions. So it's important to read what your classmates are writing and respond to them. Engage in dialogue, build a community, be part of this intellectual online community that we have here through this class. Okay, so you can expect 1 to 2 discussion forum assignments a week, unless it's the week that a major project is due, and then typically we're just working on drafting and improving the project for the final draft due date. Grades. This is where you can see how you're doing. I will be giving you scores on the discussion forum. I think it's important to kind of see where you're at. So if you're logging in and you're participating and you're responding to your classmates and you're kind of living up to the expectations that are outlined in the on my grading standard sheet, then it should be very easy to earn your 5 points. If you're kind of half-assing it and you're not really participating in a discussion, you're not going to get 5 out of 5. That is there to kind of help you. If you don't want to get 3s, then you need to step up your game and participate a little bit more and get your 5 out of 5. To me, those are the easiest points. And ultimately, it's 25% of your overall grade in the class. So make sure that you participate, have a voice, be involved. Doing so is going to make the major writing projects, such as the blog posts and the research project, a lot easier. Okay, so just accept that this is what you're going to have to do over the next 16 weeks, 15 weeks. Okay, I'm going to just kind of go back to modules. So that here under writing projects, this is where I'll post the detailed instructions for each of the major writing assignments, as well as the submission links. So when the project is due, this is where you would come to submit the assignment. And composition resources, this is going to contain additional lecture videos, links to helpful websites, so that if you need assistance with certain aspects of the writing process, whether it's brainstorming, whether it's grammar, whether it's the MLA documentation of sources, this is where you're going to come for those additional resources. All right, I think that's it as far as navigating the course. If you have any questions or you're not sure about something, please don't hesitate to send me an email or post it on our Q&A forum. And I'm really excited. I love this topic, and when I've taught this particular theme in the past, students have responded really well to it. So I'm looking forward to what you all will have to say about posthumanism and the questions that it raises. And I'm going to go so that I can finish building the course site. All right, see you all in the discussion forum.